What's up, guys? Armenian here. This is made in flight. Not made in flight. This is my TBS Discovery that I just assembled this past weekend. It's a new quadcopter that I purchased. I'm doing an FPV flight here with my GoPro in 1440p, 30 frames per second, no shielding, GPS on, with my NAZA V2 flight controller. I'm running APC 10 by 4.5 props on the 900 kV motors, 30 amp ESCs. They call them the TBS motors, but it's actually, I guess it's just it's actually a T motor, a Tiger motor, same thing. So I'm doing a flight here, just kind of getting the feel for the FPV flight on this Discovery, and I'm real happy with it. Really happy with the flight. It's definitely different. It's a different feel compared to the Blade 350. This Discovery carries a little bit of weight. I think it's like something around, without the battery, it's like 1,100 grams or 1,200 grams. So once I'm up in the air and all that, I think it's somewhere around like maybe 1,600 or 1,700 grams. I'm not using the polarizing filter on my GoPro. I probably should have, because I was getting some horizontal lines from the sun and the props. It looks like I could kind of see the props in the picture here. Wow. This flight in particular really surprised me, because I was looking at the times and everything like that. I couldn't believe that it was like a 17 or 18 minute long clip. And I mean, I did some basic math, and I subtracted some of the time from the beginning and the end where I landed and all that, and I want to say this flight on this one battery pack was 17 or 18 minutes, which is just awesome. And I'm running a Hobby King Zippy Compact 4S Lipo pack. It's a 4500 mAh battery pack, and I bought 2 of those last week. They were in stock at the US warehouse, and they were $38 a piece. And that's freaking awesome, seeing that your standard 4S pack around the 4,000 plus mAh range are generally $70, $80 plus, even $100 just for one battery pack. And I'm just blown away by how awesome this Zippy pack is. I've only used it maybe about 3 or 4 times total so far, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and I'll keep you guys updated on how I like these packs. But so far they're really awesome. They fit really well in the TBS. They are a little bit on the big side, but you know, just a few minor adjustments with the frame arms and stuff like that, and you can slide that thing right in there. Fits real good. I'm just getting the feel for the flight control. So as far as like the flight is concerned with this aircraft, it flies real smooth. It's not really punchy or twitchy or anything like that. you can actually kind of feel a little bit of that weight that it carries, but it actually keeps it really stable in the air. One of the things I notice is like if I just peg the throttle, if I just pin the throttle, I think sometimes when I'm looking at the horizon, it doesn't seem like it freaking rockets off into space like real fast. I think on the I'm kind of used to like the 350QX, because the 350QX is really light, and when you hit the throttle on it, it jumps and it freaking takes off really fast. This one, no, it's gonna take a little bit. You can kind of feel it spooling up, but once those props start getting like spooled up and it spins up, you can really this thing really does launch up in a vertical path really fast. I got really good reception out in this field too with those Fatshark goggles. Even flying in between the trees and behind me and stuff like that, I got very minimal breakup on the screen. I'm sitting there on that aluminum stand there. I actually was really afraid right here because I was thinking that since I was sitting on that aluminum and I was flying behind myself that the video would break up, but it really didn't, and it actually did really well. So I'm flying in GPS mode here, and I don't have any shielding on the GoPro camera, no shielding on the aircraft. GPS is on. FPVing, I'm transmitting 5.8. I'm receiving the 2.4 from my new Futaba radio. It's the T10J multi-rotor radio. I'm also receiving battery voltage data through the Futaba receiver down to my radio, which is really nice, because I set the voltage alarm on my radio. Since I have the goggles on and I can't look at the actual voltage, which is on my radio down there, I set an alarm to send off a little audible and a vibration on the transmitter when my voltage gets down to, like, I think I have it set at like 13.5 volts, whatever the 80% figure is. I added a little bit of extra time, but that voltage telemetry is awesome. I think I'm just doing a little bit of proximity here. This is probably really dumb for me to do, especially in the winds, but I'm trying to get up real close to see if I can do like a little light bulb inspection there. I know sometimes people use these quads for inspections or whatever. I've never heard of anybody doing it, but I don't know, I'm just giving it a shot. Here is, this was really shady. I almost crashed after I went through here, and I think it's because I saw some kids over here. I made it through this pretty good. I was gonna turn left and fly through the other sign, then I saw these kids and I was like, whoa, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't see behind me, so I just freaking pinned it and just took off. So I was really glad I didn't hit that sign or anything like that, because that would have put me on the ground. Luckily I wasn't really too high, but yeah, that was just one of those oh crap moments. But you could always just pin it and get out of a situation like that. I don't know what those kids were doing. I think they were just chasing it around or trying to catch it or something. They came by and wanted to take pictures of it later. So I'd really like to use this for when we go to the supermoto track and stuff. So I've been practicing a lot with it and trying to practice like flying in lines and following paths and stuff like that, because I know that's something that I'm gonna probably have to do. You know, follow like a line or a path. So I think this is gonna get some really nice shots. Okay, here's some low flying stuff. I can't really see my shadow, so when I can see the shadow is when it's really awesome, because then I can tell my altitude. I think like yesterday I was in a position where I could see the shadow while I was flying, and when I was looking through the goggles I was just looking at the shadow instead of what was in front of me so, to kind of like gauge my height and stuff, which was pretty cool. Ooh, right into the sun, man. I'm surprised there aren't any lines right now on the screen. You could see that it's kind of tilted. It's at an angle. There's a wind gust coming in, and GoPro is mounted hard onto the copter, so you can see the angle, the horizon. That's because the wind is pushing in from, I believe, the north, no, the south. It's coming in from the south. It was warm, and you know, it's got to compensate for it, so it tilts like that. Okay, I'm back in line of sight right here. Oh, these are the kids. They wanted to check it out. They were digging it. We got some future drone pilots here. Man, if I was a kid and I had something this cool, I would just be blown away. They didn't have stuff like this when I was younger. They had these little rinky-dink Radio Shack cars that used the brushed motors and 27 megahertz transmitters, and they're pieces of crap. It's pretty crazy how this hobby's kind of blown up now. I think it's really awesome, and I'm really glad to be a part of it, because you know, it's something new and it's something really awesome, and you can do really cool things with it, and it teaches you a lot too, and it's taught me a lot. It's taught me a lot of skills that I didn't really have. I never really did a lot of soldering before this at all, but I've been practicing, and I think I got the soldering thing pretty much down. I mean, I've been working on electronics and stuff for, I don't know, 17, 18 years, and I really didn't do a lot of soldering. So here in about a few seconds, I go into failsafe mode, which is return to home, and I activate it right now. Right there is where I flip the switch. You can see where it kind of tilted back. This is where the quad flies back home. You could see, well, yeah, it works really good. It works real good. I've already tested it multiple times. And it also has a failsafe function where if I go out of radio range, it'll automatically go into failsafe. Or if my transmitter dies or anything like that, it'll fly back home. So here it's descending on its own. And the only problem I have with it is whenever it gets close to the ground and it touches the ground, it kind of does this little, this bouncy thing where it goes up and down and up and down. It bounces off the ground like a little rabbit. Right here, watch. Boom. Boom. Yeah, so this is the same battery pack right here. You can see that I just landed, but I'm not sure what happened. I'm doing line of sight right here. I turned my Fatshark goggles off, and I think the GoPro just kept recording, and then it stopped. And then I'm not sure exactly what happened, really. I don't remember. I think I may have actually stopped the GoPro at the end of that last clip, and then I hit record maybe again, but for some reason it started videotaping again. So I had this clip on my GoPro. um, I should have probably kept my goggles on so I could see what was going on, but I didn't have the goggles on. But this is the same battery pack that I just went through. I did not change the battery pack at all, and you can add this time to the time that I flew on the original clip, which I think pushes it over 17 minutes, makes about 18 minutes. And I was keeping an eye on the voltage too on my transmitter, so you know I definitely had enough juice, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and hit like or comment, leave me some comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, later, guys.